Alright guys, and welcome to episode 2 of Dealer School. So this episode I'm going to teach you guys how to, what we call sale cards in Magic. In the casino business it's called pitching a card. So it's the idea of taking a card and throwing it out. Just throwing it out towards the audience. Usually some people do it on stage to pick an audience member. They throw a card at them, say whoever gets it, come up to the stage. In double deck blackjack, we only have 2 decks. It's how you deal the cards out. Even in poker, it's how you deal the cards out. So I'm going to teach you guys the simple technique of pitching the card, and then for those who are dealers, how to actually hold the deck. So let's get into it. So right now we have a deck of cards. We have the Archangels by Bicycle. These are a 311 deck. What we're going to do is pitching just looks like this. So it's the idea of, and you can do it to many different positions. There's many different ways to throw a card, but we're going to go over the main way today. So when you are dealing with gambling, the way you're going to do it is you're going to take the card and you're going to take it, kind of push off, and you're going to grab with your thumb on the top, like that. You're going to grab, and you kind of want to use this as a fulcrum point. That way you can flick it. Now the flick is going to be more in the finger, kind of extending, but at the same time you kind of want to have a little bit of wrist action in there. So with just my finger, that's how that goes. With your full wrist, if you want to get more distance, kind of can let it out there. That's a little bit too much movements when you're doing it on a table. For a magician standpoint, if you're saying, hey, you know, I'll give you that card, something like that, it's nonchalant. But in a gambling standpoint, you want to have less movement. This is also something cool if you just have a cut card. So let's just use the Joker for this. So if you have a cut card, or you're just messing around with the card by itself, if you're not at a gambling situation and you just have a card, you're playing around with it, you want to kind of get people to notice you. Say if you're sitting in a corner booth and you're like, hey, you know, let's flick a card around. So what you can do with this, you're going to take from the center, actually not from the center, we'll do this, we'll grab some bicycles. Alright, so we got some typical bicycles. What you're going to do is, this is the best way to learn. So on a bicycle you have the angel. What you can do is you can grab the angel by the head. So you're going to put your thumb on the angel's head, and you're going to take your finger and put it right here. And you can induce that flick. It's actually easier if you do it from this direction, if you want to do that little flick move. So you take it, that's just my finger. Simple. So finger, thumb on the angel's head, finger on the corner, and just get used to swiveling like this. And then if you have it, you can work it back, and with the motion of your wrist, you don't want to flick it too much because it's going to go in that direction, but you want to have a little bit of pop. So you kind of want to have like a jolt like that to where it works its way up and kind of boomerangs itself. So if you get used to doing this, throwing the cards out will be easier. Now, when you throw out the cards, though, they are in this direction, so you kind of do want it, your thumb a little bit, I would say right. If you're right-handed, have the thumb a little bit right of the angel. That way you can pitch it out. I actually should have taught this video with just bicycles, because it's easier to have finger placement and then muscle memory later. Same reason for the left hand. If you want to do it, thumb over here, finger over here, throw it out. That works too. Also work both hands. That way you're strong in both hands. Not that you will need to work from each hand anyway, but it's always a good skill to have. If you're sitting there, you have a spectator, you know, I need somebody, anybody who would catch this and just throw it out. It's a weird way to get a group of people. If you're in a parlor setting, if you're in a venue, it's easy to pick somebody out. Don't do it outside. Wind will take it. It's just looks sloppy. But for instance, in a dealer setting, if you're doing dealing, let's go back with these. So you're gonna use 2 decks in pitch blackjack, okay? But right now we have 1 deck. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna have a cut card. We're gonna use this Joker as a cut card. Place it right on the bottom, face down like that, okay? And you have the rest of the deck. What you're gonna do, you're gonna have your shuffled deck. If you go back to the previous video, you learn how to do the riffle shuffle, which is most used in the dealing. I'll put that above as well. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your hand, and with 2 decks, you're gonna put it lower, like around your pinky, okay? With the single deck, you're gonna put it higher up, okay? So just remember, when you have 2 decks, kind of have it low, because you're gonna need to bevel these cards when you do it. It's for game protection, and it helps in the long run. So you're gonna put it there, and what I do is I take my finger and I pat it down just like that, okay? So you get this beveled look. Now what this does is it protects you, because they can't see this card, because when you deal, you should actually have the cards like this. You should throw it out like that. So it protects you, because they can't see the top card, and you just throw it towards them. The pitch maneuver from this moment kind of tilts downward. That way when I push this card off, it doesn't peek out and the rest of the table sees it. So you keep it close to you. I tilt down, keep this parallel with the table, and I kind of do a little bit higher up on the thumb area and kind of just throw it in. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you just come back around with it and deal to yourself. Dealing to yourself, easy. You just put it down, and that is the basis of pitching a card. So just take it, and when you push off, most of the time poker dealers I've seen just do it straight out from this position. But if you crimp a card, if you mess with the card in any sort of way, you put it in here, you can tell exactly what card it is. So that's why you bevel the cards. So always bevel the cards, keep them guessing. You want to keep your thumb kind of aligned. So you're going to push off, and you're going to grab, and then you're going to rotate and flick. At full speed, I'm going to throw it up in the air. At full speed, you're going to go. Just pull off, pull off. It's actually a good exercise doing it like that. And that is how you do pitching a little throw card. It looks cool when you're at a table too, doing this, because it just looks appealing and it looks kind of fancy. But it looks elegant when you do pitched blackjack, and if you know how to do it, it looks nice. So I wanted to do a little quick video on that. I know I haven't been active much. I wanted to do a pitch video. I've been going through a lot. I might do a video on what's been going on in my life, but we will be going over a lot of teaching on this channel now. I know I'm going to be doing a lot more in performing when it comes to summertime, but for now, teaching small here and there. Just let me know what you guys think, what you guys want, and we will get it done. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for me, comment your thoughts, like I said, and be sure to hit that bell notification. That way you don't forget when I post. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you maybe next week.